Hey everyone, welcome from San Diego. It's great to finally be here. Sorry for the delay in getting the show started. Massive teething issues. Checked into the hotel, had literally half an hour. Went and got registered for preview night tonight just to get into the show. So that's all done. So at least breathe a little sigh of relief. So it's been a bit hectic here today in the temporary, still only 35 cents headquarters, getting everything sorted. But yeah, we're here. We're finally done. I'm apparently a professional. It's official. So there you go. San Diego Comic Con, ready to go, ready to rock and roll. So very happy to be part of the community and taking part and doing the panel. So as I say, 2 p.m. Friday, the Marriott Marquis. So look forward to seeing you all there if you're in San Diego and can get to the show. What I thought I'd show you today, preview night. As I say, preview night kicks off at 6 p.m. tonight. So I'll be heading out there. I already bumped into John, not Richard yet. He arrived the day after I was there. And so we're going to catch up today on preview night and go through San Diego Comic Con. So looking forward to that and seeing them both. Again, it's going to be a great time. Neville has arrived. Neville Grailhunters. Howard has arrived, but I haven't caught up with him yet. So looking forward to preview night because it'll be a real opportunity to just catch up with a whole bunch of people, do a few things, hunt for a few exclusives as well. So usual stuff before we get started. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you get alerted to new videos because sometimes they're late and sometimes you might miss them if you don't have the bell. So this one was slightly late, but we fixed it in the end. So what I wanted to share with you, and I thought it would be good for this preview night before we kicked off into San Diego Comic Con, is a review. I've been ordering old copies of San Diego Comic Con program. So this is the 1977 San Diego Comic Con program. And I'll take you through that in a minute. I've got a copy of, this one's beautiful, a copy of the San Diego Comic Con 1986 program with a great, I think it's a John Romita cover, and on the back an advertisement for the new universe. And to check out my San Diego Comic Con programs whilst I'm here, I am actually picking up a few more of these. I've got the 1975 one as well. Again, these are all in decent shape, so happy to have picked them up. And there's a special reason why I've picked these up, which I'll take you through in a minute. But I thought this was a good little celebration of San Diego Comic Con prior to getting there. So I've got this is the San Diego Comic Con program. I'll just see if I can find the other one, the latest San Diego Comic Con program. But I have a real sort of, these ones are probably a little bit more interesting to me. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is, I'll show you. So obviously you get the usual good stuff like this, you know, from Mighty Marvel to the San Diego Comic Con, the Marvel explosion is just beginning. Excelsior, a load of great articles that you can go through. Let's see if I can hold this up whilst I'm thumbing through. We've got to the San Diego Comic Con 1975, best wishes from the bullpen. Nice picture of Stan there. But the reason why I'm buying these, and let me see if I can find a nice Steranko interview there, an article, is these little sort of sketches that appear in there. So there's a John Romita in there for you. But I've been picking these up because they have, and if I can find it, I'll share it with you. Where is it? Here it is. I'll zoom in for you all. So that is a fantastic Silver Surfer Make way for the Silver Surfer. I never missed the San Diego Comic-Con by Jack Kirby and inked by a very, very young Dave Stevens. So I've been picking up these San Diego programs because they're part of the earliest works that Dave did. And so that's why I'm super interested in picking these up, because they are that early in terms of his work, particularly in terms of the 70s. So in 1977, for instance, this one, and again, you can tell the difference. The 1975 one, got a glossy cover on this. That was all print, all newsprint. Got a nice Inkbot awards here. Usual stuff, profiles, Mr. Miracle. I'm just trying to see if I can find the Dave Stevens sketch again in here. And there it is. Jack Kirby. Oh, it's on the wrong side. There you go. Jack Kirby. Villains hate heroes, but we love the San Diego Comic-Con. Jack Kirby, inked by none other than Dave Stevens himself. So fantastic to get these in the collection. I think it's really good. And then you get, again, wonderful, amazing double-page spread Marvel. If you're a big Marvel fan like me, then that's sort of really sings out. Really super happy. But there's a whole bunch of really interesting stuff in these as well. So happy to grab these and really sort of dig into that era of comics at the time. Oh, we've got Dave Stevens Aurora in here. There you go. I had forgotten that was in there. So again, more Dave Stevens, early Dave Stevens for you to enjoy. If you can, find these and grab them while you can, because I think they're just a great piece of history, but then also the fact that you've got some great Dave Stevens work in there as well. And the Dave Stevens fun doesn't end there. This one's not inked by Dave Stevens, but it's actually, I think it's got rockets. It says 1986. It's got a very, very heavy dose of the Rocketeer, as I recall. I'm just trying to find it now for you. We'll see. I should have bookmarked this before I showed you. But again, you get some really good articles. George Perez is in here, so that's good. And then on top of that, there is it. Where is my beautiful Dave Stevens artwork to show you? Do you know what? I can't actually find it in the book. Maybe I'll hand it to my lovely assistant. You can do that whilst I'm showing you other stuff, and then we can I can take you through what else I got, which I'm contemplating cracking out and getting cleaned and pressed and seeing what I can achieve with these. So I'm on a bit of a Dave Stevens tear. So I picked up a copy, a 9.2 Betty Page Comics from 1996. So super happy to get that one. Again, I'm thinking about whether I just crack that open and give it a bit of a press. It actually doesn't look like there's many issues. I haven't checked the graders notes as yet. I just picked this up this week. So I thought that would be a great one to share with you all, given the fact that San Diego Comic-Con and Dave Stevens were so linked. And then we just touched on Aurora. I have a copy of Alien Worlds 9.4. This is issue 2. So I wanted to pick that up. I do have a raw copy as well that I also picked up whilst here. So super happy to get, again, more Dave Stevens, and especially Aurora with those beautiful pixie boots. I love the way he draws those. And then to close us out in terms of the graded books from Dave Stevens, so I do have some others that I'll be sharing over the next few days, is this Johnny Quest number 5, 9.4 of that one too. So pretty good. Oh, I'm not even looking at the comments because I'm a bit dumb today. Oh, there hasn't been any comments as yet. We have viewers, but we have no comments, but that's good. but good to have you all. So yes, number 4. And I have a whole batch of books to show you. Oh, there you go. So this is as I say, the 1986 San Diego Comic Con program. And if you like your Dave Stevens, you can get yourself a nice, Howard Chaykin too on the left-hand side there. And there's the Rocketeer for you. So I think this is around about the time when they were launching the first issues of Rocketeer. So always useful to share with you. I think that's all the books that I had in that one. I wasn't sure. Did I share these? I don't think I've shown these. So these are the books that I picked up from John on the way through to San Diego. So this is this collection that John managed to find for me of high-grade Mighty World of Marvels from the UK, which is quite pertinent given the fact that we're doing UK foreign reprints at San Diego Comic Con, doing a panel on that. So I'll be potentially showing some of these off. They also come with a free gift, so it's super, super high grade. Really, really happy with what John was able to secure for me. They're so good in terms of the quality, and come with all the free gifts. So you see this amazing Spider-Man transfer here. The Hulk one's a little damaged, but still reasonably intact. And then we've got Mighty World of Marvel 3. Again, this is another book that I'll be showcasing at the panel. And the fantastic stickers. Now, that's an interesting one. The San Diego Comic Con, all around town, they have pictures of the Fantastic Four for the upcoming movie. So clearly that's going to be covered very heavily during the con in terms of the Marvel panel. But I'll be talking about that in a few days when obviously that kicks. I think I've actually scheduled the live stream just post that occurring. So we'll be able to sort of break it down and chat amongst ourselves in terms of what we think. But yeah, interesting rumors that I'm hearing that Shia LaBeouf might only be in it for the one movie, and then we may get the true Norrin Radd as Silver Surfer. So that was an interesting one that I heard recently. So this is issue number, I think this is number 4. There we have issue 5. Again, the quality of these are fantastic. I think it's the first 8 in total. Issue 6. And then issue 7. And a free poster inside of issue 8. So again, these will be going for grading. Really happy. Thank you, John, for getting those for me from Bronze and Modern Gods. That was amazing. Hopefully catch up with him tonight, and we get to hang out again with him and Richard. And if so, part of my goal today, and I apologize in advance to my friend Lettuce Comics, who had this great idea, and I've blazingly stolen it because it is such a great idea. I want to be able to take the generic comic book from Marvel Comics in 1985, and anyone I meet at a specific con, I'm going to get them to sign it so that I have a really good memory of it. I've already ordered a number of generic comic books to be able to take around with me and get people to sign them so that it's sort of a celebration of that particular con. But Lettuce came up with this idea, and I just thought it was too good an idea not to do myself. It's not in the best of shape. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's still going to be. But it's never going to be a graded book. So very happy to sort of be playing around with that. If you've not heard of the generic comic book, it was a very interesting parody book. Predates Chip Zdarsky's sort of irony, and it features very much generic superhero storylines, and it's a full comic, but written from the perspective of it being a generic comic book. So again, a very unusual book from Marvel. I'm very happy to be taking that with me and getting it signed. And again, apologies in advance, Lettuce or Hagen. This was a great idea, and I just had to steal it unashamedly. You know, as I say, what is it? Artists. Artists. Oh, I can't remember the line. Artists steal. Good art. Great artists steal. So let's hope I can do that. Collecting with Durs. I hope you have a good time and safe travels. Thank you. Good to see you, Durs. Great to have you on the show, mate. As I say, it's a bit messy. We're hopefully going to get sorted. We were literally in 10 minutes trying to jam everything in and get it all working. So we got there. There are some other books I want to show you all, but unfortunately, they're sort of in another bag, which I can't grab hold of right now. So I will take you through what I've got here before I head out to the show in about half an hour and get ready for that. Well, one of the things I did bring, which unfortunately there's none of the artists here that I can think of that I'll be able to get them to sign this, but I got this Marvel Team Up Portfolio Set 2, which features work by Terry Austin, John Byrne, Ernie Colon, Frank Miller, Tom Palmer, George Perez, Joseph Rufenstein, Craig Russell, and Bill Sienkiewicz, and Alan Weiss. And I'll give you a sense of some of these. They're absolutely beautiful. So there's the first one. I think this one is Alan Weiss and Joe Rubinstein, Thanos, Spider-Man, and the Thing, and the Avengers. Then we have Bill Sienkiewicz and Tom Palmer, The Living Monolith, Thor and Spider-Man. Some of the great stories from Marvel Team Up. We got a classic by John Byrne and Terry Austin. This is Silver Surfer versus Silver Surfer and Spider-Man. As I say, John Byrne and Terry Austin there. Then we have Nick Fury and S.H.I.E.L.D. If S.H.I.E.L.D. should fall. I think this is this is Ernie Colon. Looks very, very George Perez. Speaking of George Perez, we have against the Lords of Light and Darkness, X-Men and Spider-Man. That's from the Marvel Team Up Annual, I believe. And then to close us off, we have To Win the Wand of Watum, Doctor Strange and Spider-Man by Frank Miller and Craig Russell. So again, another great portfolio to pick up there. I'm really happy with that. Add to the ever-burgeoning portfolio collection, which is really cool. Really cool. Looking forward to home, putting it on the wall. And then probably to close us out for this show before we head down to the show floor, we'll be a little bit more organized tomorrow, I think. As I say, it's a bit more of a relaxed day. We're obviously looking forward to the preview show this evening. We will be running a giveaway this week. So if you watch this video, please put, we'll give you the details of the giveaway probably tomorrow. We are going to be giving away one of these Jim Lee backpacks, comic backpacks, over at the end of the weekend. We'll run the entire piece at the end of the weekend. We'll run the giveaway at the end of the weekend. So yeah, as I say, we'll work out how we're going to run it as of tomorrow, and I'll give you the details on how we're going to do it. What we'll probably do is over the next 3 or 4 days, have to do a certain amount of tags in terms of the videos, and then what we'll do is probably run the giveaway on the last day that we do the wrap up. So that should be the usual Monday mail call time slot. So hopefully a lot of you that either watch us on the rewind or catch us on the live will still be able to join for that live stream and enter that giveaway and get that before we head off back to Australia. We may do it on the Saturday, but we'll work out logistics, because what I want to be able to do is whoever wins, get it to them as soon as possible whilst I'm in the US. So that's a bit of good news. And then maybe to close us off, another idea I've had, but this one was not stolen from Letters Comics. This is my new idea. So I've got a number of Marvel trials. So this came out arrived this week for me. So I picked this up. Super happy to pick up the original Marvel Tryout book. I've got a number of Marvel Tryout books, number 2. What I'm thinking I'm going to do is use the Marvel Tryout books as artwork or get sketch commissions from artists at Artist Alley as I go through different conventions. So my plan is to pick up as many again of these books so that you can go in and you can get one artist to do inking on these panels that are blank inside. So creating a real sort of piece of interesting history where you're taking a real part of Marvel UK, or not Marvel UK, Marvel history in terms of their own creations, and actually getting new artists to do something interesting within it. Be a fascinating commission book to fill in this completely with art from a lot of artists that are out there. So that's another great pickup from this week. Very happy with that. It's super sized, as you can see. Let's put it next to my head so you get a real sense. My head's pretty big. And it does have this amazing Marvel Comics Once You. And I just loved the idea of the Tryout book. And as a kid, I was like, I wish I could have got that and had a go at it with my sketching. And I know a lot in the community still do sketching even now. So super happy to grab this whilst I'm here. So maybe with that, we'll wrap it up for today. Obviously, we're just about to head out another hour or so. We're going to head over to the show. So looking forward to that. As I say, if you have any questions, please put them into the stream. Any questions or comments, please put them into the video below. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are, what you think of the show. If there's any questions you've got, we've got the giveaway coming up this for the entire 3 days. So we'll have more details about that tomorrow. We'll be much more organized tomorrow, a little bit more time to sort of pull this all together. Thank you all so much for joining. Hope you enjoyed the books. Hope you enjoyed the view of the San Diego Comic Con, those vintage San Diego Comic Con programs, because I'm blown away by them and really enjoyed picking them up. So hope you enjoyed that. And usual stuff, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Ring that notification bell for future content. And if you enjoyed the video, I know it was a bit scrappy, please hit that like button. It helps us out. And with that, I'm about to go to preview night. I'll let you all know what it was like tomorrow. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you very soon.